Hello everyone, welcome back to another Procreate tutorial. Today we're going to be drawing Miles Morales from the Spider-Verse. You don't want to miss it, so stick around. Okay, so let's get started. If you don't know how to load in a reference photo, then I have another video that I've filmed on how to do everything to get started for the tutorials that I normally do. I provided brush pack, palettes, and 2 sketches for you to download. It's a free download on Gumroad. Although I've set it up where you're able to tip $1 if you appreciate these free tutorials that I bring to you every week. So with that, let's get started. The grid size for the canvas is 218 pixels. That way you'll be able to set your grid over here to match your reference photo. Alright, so let's get started on our sketch. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Inker Streamliner. I am not going to do the sketch. If you need to do a sketch first, you can do that. I'm just going to go ahead and start inking the line work in just by looking at my reference photo here. It just saves a lot of time on the video. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so let me see. Where do I want to go first? Maybe his knee here. So, okay, I'm going to start off with his knee right here. So maybe like that. Looks good. And then the leg's gonna continue. I'm gonna turn my canvas here. Maybe turn my reference photo too so I can see how this comes across. It's gonna cut through. About like that. I think that's good. Okay, and then his leg here is going to intersect right there and make a little triangle in that square, and then it's going to end up about right there. So I think that's good. Fix this right here. Alright, so we got the leg there maybe. So it looks like we got like a little M shape like that, and then make sure you close your shapes. That's very important when we go into doing the coloring. Alright, and then this is going to come down there. Okay, shoe. About like that. Then we're going to come down here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get this bottom of the shoe put in. So I want to come to about right there. Right there. Right there. So I just kind of put little marks on my squares. And then the back of the shoe is about right there. So then I'll kind of know, we know where the curves and stuff should go. So I'm just going to connect all these dots now. I don't like that. Let me do it from this side. That's better. Okay, and then this is going to connect right there. Okay, and then we're going to come up to about right there, and then it's going to dip back down to about right there, and then it's going to connect about right there. Drawing always seems to be a little bit easier when you're pulling towards your body. Alright, and then we've got another line that's following along that one we just did. Probably going to be like a different color or something. So, just going to go ahead and put that in. So about like that. Just follow along the same one I had. Okay, and the top of the shoe is going to intersect about right there. And then about right there. And then it's going to connect about right there. Okay, so I'm going to do, again, pulling towards me. about like that. Can fix this and this one over here. Yeah, I think that's good. I like how the shoe turned out. Okay, so the Nike mark. Okay, and I'm going to just fill that in with black. And we got another black piece right here. On the top of the shoe here. Is black. Alright, so let's get the shoestring. So we're just going to do some X's. So I'm going to go from here to here, here to here, and just keep on going that. You can just simulate some shoestrings. And then where they go into the shoe, I'm just going to put little circles here. If you got your brush big enough, you can just push. That one's a little big. That's good. And then maybe a little bit over here. It's going to kind of be at an angle, so you're not going to see the perfect circle. And then this part's going to come down. I think that's good enough. We got a line, S kind of curve right there. And then we got another line. It's coming down about right there. Okay, I think that's good for the shoe. Okay, so now his booty here is coming out about right here. And then we're going to go up to maybe there. Okay, and then we're going to connect over to this line about right there. And this is going to be where his belt is at, so I'm going to go ahead and put that part in. Okay, we've got the leg line coming down right here, so let's, his foot's going to, our leg's going to come out of his shoe about right there, and it's going to almost get right in the corner of that mark right there. And then the line up here is going to come to about right there. So we want it to curve down to this part, like that. And then we want it to inverse curve all the way to where it connects there. Just about like that, I think is good. We got a couple of these lines to put in. I think he's wearing shorts, so be curious to know if you guys watched Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse. I think it is on Netflix right now, or no, it wasn't on Netflix. I think I watched it on Amazon Prime actually. Watched it a couple of days ago. It was really good. I had some of my artist friends tell me that the artwork and animation was really good on it, and I have to concur with that. It was, and very nice. One thing that I didn't like about it though is they took the alternative universe a little bit too far, so there was some really psychedelic moments on it where things were flying around on the screen in different colors, and it was kind of weird. I'm going to come out of the pants, or out of the shorts, about right there. We're going to intersect with that. We're not going to touch this line, so we're going to stop it about right there. Come down here, mix with that one. I think I'm just going to do that for right now. So I'll hold my pen down. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's see. So I want this one to connect about right there, and then his shoe is going to start about right there. So we're going to connect these. And let me fix that little bump there. I don't like that. Alright, that's better. Okay, and then we got the other part of his leg coming out of the shoe about right. Oops, I got my eraser still on. Coming out about right there. We're going to oops, it undid it. Intersect that perfectly. And then we're going to stop about right there. So just like that. Okay, let's get this other shoe in. So we have coming out like that. And the ankle around like that. And this is going to have, okay, connect those. And come down to about right here. And about right there. Alright. This part's going to connect with that square there. And then it's just going to ride along the edge of that and then drop down right there. Alright. Over here. Coming out to about right there. And then connecting that one over there. I'm just going to start over here. Alright, and now we need to connect these. Alright. I think that's good. Okay, and we've got the top of the shoe about right there. Okay. Alright, and then we got this line coming across here. Okay, Nike mark. I'm just going to drag and drop that in. And then we got this black mark here. Drag and drop that in. This connects over there. And then we got this squiggly line coming down like that. Okay, we got these little holes. As you do in tennis shoes. Breathing holes, I guess. That's good enough. Alright, let me do the top of this where the tongue is at. Ooh, that's way too fat. Let me take this down to 4%. I think that's good. And then we have a black oval about right there. That line. Now we're going to do the shoestrings here. So there and there. If you haven't watched the show yet, you'll get that reference. He always walks around with his shoes untied. Okay, let's put in the shoestring. So we're just going to do some X's here. Oops, I don't like that one. Alright, and let's put in these holes. What I'm just pushing with my pen to make these circles. Alright, I think that is it for that shoe. Okay, So we got his lower half done. Let's do this hand sticking out right here. So we got it coming out and then going down about right there. Okay, and the bottom part of it is about like that, and then we got the cuff. Just gonna come out, make a square. All right, and then these lines that okay, now his hand. So we got it coming out here, and then it's gonna touch and make a circle right in this corner right here, and then it's gonna stop about right there. I think that's good enough. Okay, this other finger is gonna come here to here, and then maybe there. Okay. Okay, this one is going to pretty much intersect that cross between the lines. And it's going to come out to about right there, then cross back over to about right there. Alright. Maybe here. It's going to connect with that one. It's going to be almost even with this one. And then cross back over about right there. I'm going to go in just a little bit where that little V is right there. Okay, and this one's going to come around. It's going to be a little bit shorter than these. And it's going to connect about right there. So I think that's good enough. Make sure all of these are connected, and let me clean that up a little bit. Alright. Okay, and then his hand is going to connect about right. Oops, still keep doing that. Let me undo that. Right about there. I'm just going to kind of wiggle it so it won't look like such a straight line, and then we're just going to go around into a circle and a curve, and then curve around the thumb. Alright, I think that's good enough. Coming down to about right there. Right. And then this is going to be touching that line. Coming out about right there, and then this is going to connect. I'm going to erase some of this. We want it to connect about right there. So we've already intersected that. We're gonna come up to about right around there, and then it's gonna intersect there, and it's gonna intersect there. So let me do that part. I'm gonna pull it towards me. Let me fix this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and it's gonna come out to about here. And then it's going to connect almost with that line right there. So let me continue this. Well, I think that's good. Okay, let's get the inside of this hood done. So it's coming up, and it's maybe going in about right there. And then it's going to just touch right there. And it's going to intersect right there. So let me see if I can do this in one go. How's that look? I think okay. Okay, and then this is just gonna go connect with that. Okay, his face is gonna continue. The bottom of his chin is about right there. It's gonna go up and intersect here, and it's gonna connect with the other part of the hood somewhere around there. So let me see if I can do this. Yeah, I think that's turned out really good, that one. Sometimes I get lucky and do good lines. Alright, and then the hood's going to come down here and connect with this somewhere around here. Maybe like that. And then we don't want that line going over it, so take that off. Okay, and then his eyes. So here to here to here. You can edit it a little bit. Yeah. Make sure they're connected. Okay. And then we get another one that just goes right along with it. Hold my pen down. Yeah, I like it. Looks good. Okay, and the next one, about there. So it's going to come pretty close. And then it's not going to go over the line. It's going to hug the line here. And then it's going to go up here and then connect about right there. Okay. Oops, that's way too thick. Turn the size down a little bit on the brush. Does that look okay? Maybe this top part's not. That's better. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, and then we're going to follow it. Like that. Let me clean this up right here. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, next, let's see. We got his shoulder coming up. Somewhere along there. The hoodie is, we got a or not a shoestring, but a string coming out. Maybe right there. And this is gonna touch it there. And it's gonna come down to about right there. That's good. Let me go ahead and put this string in. This really don't matter where it goes. And then I'm going to put that, do it like that, make it look more 3D. Okay, and then this line here is going to stop here and connect about right there. Okay. Okay, his neck here and there. Oops. All right. Okay, and then this portion of the hood is going to come down from here, right there. Right there. Alright, I'm going to do that one. Okay. We have this line. Thick to thin to thick. Actually, thin to thick to thin. And then we have another string about right there, and then this connect there, and we got this little detail there. Okay, I'm going to do this string. Looks like it stops about right there. Again, these strings don't have to be so perfect. I like to try to keep it the same thickness. That's close enough. Okay, and then let me see. We got the arm. We got these two little lines here. I'm going to put these in. Okay, and then we got the shoulder coming out and then going up here. And then somewhere connecting over here. Okay, let's do this sleeve. So about right there. Around here. Come up to there. Maybe there. And then it's got that little jagged right there. Make sure I put that in. And again, it doesn't have to look perfect. You know, you just don't want like a perfect square. It's clothing, so you want it to kind of be curved a little bit. I'm going to put these accent lines in. Okay, and then we got the arm coming down. So it's going to come out of here. It's going to meet up with this line. And then it's going to shoot down through there. So just like that. Okay, and then we have these little folds. Okay, and then this top part, we're going to intersect that almost. It's going to come out to about right there, and then it's going to S-curve back over here and cross there and maybe right there. Yeah, good enough. Okay, and then we got almost a straight line. Make sure this is connected. Okay, and then the jacket. Come down right there, and we got these two little folds. All right. Jacket. Start here. Gonna touch there. Maybe here. Gonna come out to about there. And then cross there. And then we can just go ahead and... Alright, and then the bottom of the jacket is somewhere right there. Okay. And this is just going to curve and it's going to intersect about right there. Just like that. And then we're going to have that another line coming around that's kind of running parallel with it. Alright, and then we can put in these little accent lines, make them a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, and now this edge here, so and then right there maybe. Okay, and then it's just going to run up kind of parallel with it. Okay, this is actually going to come all the way up to where that string is at. So I'm just going to look and see where the intersections are. And it's going to connect right there. So I'm just going to do like that. Okay, and then we have this inside line that's just going to be running parallel with it. It's going to be coming out and then connecting with the pants down here. And it's kind of a squiggly line. It's not like a perfectly straight line, so maybe like that. Okay, and then this line just connects right there. Okay, and now his jacket, the back part of his jacket, gonna come out from here. Oops. Here and right before that line. And then parallel. Okay, and then we got one coming out here, intersecting with these two, and about right there. Okay, and then it looks like it just stops about right here. Okay, and then we're going to connect that with that. And then this is a broken line. Okay, and then the details here. And then this line here. Okay, I think we gotta get his spider. Oh, I forgot his hand up here. Okay. So, about here, there, and down there. Okay, so it's going to come in, and then go out, and then it's just going to connect up here. And the finger. Okay, this finger comes up to about there and down to about right there. Okay, this other finger. Okay, and then we're going to come down to about right there. Okay, good. This finger is going to touch this line. So, like that. And then about here. Okay, and then the thumb. Thumb is going to come out. Yeah, I'm just going to make erase this. I'm just going to connect to the hand there. Okay, we got the loop around the thumb and then across the top of the palm. Okay, and I think just the spider. Okay, so I'm going to do this little Pac-Man type shape right here. Okay, and then I think this is kind of simulating paint dripping. Again, if you watch the show, he likes to paint with spray paint. You know what? I forgot this line with the jacket here. Alright, and then another spider leg is going to come out there. And go back to the jacket there. Fix this. And then we got like a little half moon shape. Okay. Get top of this. Okay, and the top of the spider. Like two little, I don't know what those things are called, the pinchers on the top, a spider, his mouth. And we got a little loop here. And then, how about like that? Okay, let's do these little lightning bolts. So we got one. These should be pretty easy to put in. And these definitely don't have to be perfect or in the correct place. I don't like how that's connected there though. It's good enough. We get another one here. We got a bigger one. There, a small one here. His spider senses are going off. We got a bigger one. There, and then one more small one. Just like that. And I think that is going to do our sketch. I think we've got everything. Double check. Yep. I do believe we did it. So let's do the coloring now. So I've provided you guys a palette. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new layer and drag it under our line layer. And going to set the line layer to reference. So when we drag and drop our colors into the color layer here, it's going to use the lines above it for reference where to put the colors at. Okay, so the first color is this red. So his hood is going to be red, and the inside again. What else? This part of his jacket, and then the inside part there. This string. Make sure we get all of these little edges here. What else? This string over here. Okay. The bottom of his shoes. And that portion. I'm gonna have to fix that since it's not all supposed to be red. But we'll fix that in a minute. And this edge, oops, this edge right there. Okay, on this shoe, we got that part, and the heel part. Okay, and then on this side, we got that little bitty tiny spot right there. Okay, that's good. Let me see. His fingers and his thumb. Alright, same thing over here. Thumb, fingers. Alright, I think, oh, his spider mark. All in red. Okay, I think that's all the red. Maybe some of these, maybe the big ones. I think that's all the red. Alright, let's do this black under the red. Okay, so it's not a pure black. And we got the, oops, that was a mistake. We're going to do the jacket, the inside here, his shorts, and the inside of his shorts, and then that sleeve right there. I think that's about it. And we're going to get these, actually that line right there, and then all these little spots here. So I'm going to do color fill and then tap on it to get all those in, and then pick up these little dots that didn't get colored in. Also the sleeves. See a part here missed too. Continue filling. Alright. Get that dot. And then over here too. Continue filling and then tap. Alright. I think that's all the grayish, maybe right there. Still got color drop on, so we can just tap it. Okay, and then the black parts. So that's down there. That's the pure black. All these other spots. So you can see it's a little bit darker. I'll continue filling on these. And right there. I think his belt. I forgot to do that lighter black in that bottom part right there, but we're gonna do the legs. I think that's all. Hand and a mask. And we missed some red part right there around the eyes. Okay, so we can go back and clean these and turn off color fill. I'm gonna hold down my finger to select that grayish color, fill in that part, and then the bottom of the jacket here too. I'm going to continue on that one, just tap them. Okay, what else? All this other stuff is going to be white. Okay, let's do the red. Turn off color drop. Go back to our red again, and we're going to fill in the out edges of the eyes. Oops, I dropped it on a line. So 2 fingers to undo it. I think that's all. We're going to do this blue color here for these other lightning marks. Just about like that. And let me fix this shoe part. I told you that it had filled in where I didn't want it to fill in. So it's going to be white. And the white part is, which one did I make the mistake on? Up here. So actually right here. There's a line. It's supposed to be white. Okay, we got some gray spots here. Need to fix. Okay, and now let's fill in the white parts. Now, it looks like it's filled in because our background's white, but if we turn that background off, you can see now these parts that are supposed to be white need to be white. So we can drag and drop all of those in, and then these shoestrings are going to be a mess. So many closed off little spaces. I see a red there we missed too. Alright, I'm going to take off color drop and I'm going to paint in these little tiny areas. Okay, and then we can pick this red, fill in these spots right there. Okay, that's good. Let's do the white part. I think that's supposed to be white there too. Choose white. This line right there. Okay, I'm just gonna paint it in. I think that's quicker. Alright. I think it is all colored in now except for the eyes. There we go. I'm going to turn the background back on. And there you have it, guys. Miles Morales. Now, let's change this background to something else. So, he's usually going to be flying through the city. So, maybe a grayish background, possibly. Okay, and I'm going to show you something cool. What we're going to do is we're going to take this color layer and we're going to add some effects to it to make it. I'm going to show you a couple effects. One is going to be, actually, you know, that's fine. If you go to the little magic wand here, you have glitch. So if you've watched the movie, you can see it's very glitchy because of they're in a alternate universe. So what you can do is if you take your finger and slide it along, you can see all these little glitch marks. I think it gives it really a cool effect. And actually, this matches the show perfectly. So that's one thing that you can do. And then I'm going to undo that for right now. And then another thing that you can do is go to the chromatic aberration. Okay, and then if you slide your finger on it, you can see it gives it this. See these extra colors here? It gives it a very cool glitchy effect that's also very matching to the show. So maybe, what if we put both of them in there? Let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to do the glitch also. Yeah, I think both of them look pretty cool. Alright, so that is going to do it, guys. I hope you have learned a lot. I think I'd love to see what you made. If you put it on Instagram and tag it with Chamel Does Art, I'll be able to take a look at it. But with that, I will see you guys next week on the next Procreate tutorial. Take care and keep creating.